Hello guys and welcome back to the Red Devil Stand. This is your RDB with all the latest Manchester United news. Hope all of you guys are doing well. I do hope so, because Manchester United as it stands right now is not doing well at all. It's not doing well at all, man. It's not looking good for Manchester United as it stands right now. Because you know what? We have all known that the Antony saga is still continuing. So there have been some updates. There have been some statements that came out of Manchester United, that came out of Antony himself. So we will jump right into that. Make sure to smash that like button if you are enjoying the show, and if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. So anyway, let's start with the statement that Antony have put out is that I have agreed with Manchester United to take a period of absence while I address the allegations made against me. I want to reiterate my innocence of the things I have been accused of, and I will fully cooperate with the police. So he has said that he is going to take the leave of absence. This is the key word in my opinion, because see, the thing is that many of us are still thinking that he should have been suspended if our club Manchester United is going to be consistent with this kind of scenarios where our players are getting accused by women out there who are saying that some of our players have been abusive against them. We have just not even ended. I don't think that when it comes to Greenwood that we have totally cut off everything with Greenwood, because we all know he is still a Manchester United player. He is out on loan. So potentially he still plays for Manchester United. Manchester United do pay him his weekly wages as well. And as it stands right now with Antony, that is the case that he have said that I agreed with Manchester United to take a period of absence. So he is not suspended. He is not suspended. Many of you guys may ask that why it is the case, why he have not been suspended, but leave of absence. I do not know, man. I do not know, because see, the thing is that the statement Manchester United put out, the statement Antony put out, they have put out some really, really clever words, in my opinion. What Manchester United have to say was, Manchester United acknowledges the allegations made against Antony. Players who have not participated in international matches are due back in training on Monday. However, it has been agreed with Antony that he will delay his return until further notice in order to address the allegations. As a club, we condemn acts of violence and abuse. We recognize the importance of safeguarding all those involved in this situation and acknowledge the impact those allegations have on survivors of abuse. So as the statement is coming out that Antony and Manchester United, both of those entities are on the same page. They do think that taking a leave of absence and he should go out and handle the situations, all the legal scenarios and stuff which has been going on regarding this particular scenario. So I do see, the thing is that maybe he will get suspended at some point, maybe he will not. Maybe it could take a week for the police to know that there is no case at all. There is not much evidence, as was the case regarding Mason Greenwood, that the police dropped the charges because there wasn't enough evidence. So that may well be the case regarding Antony as well. But if it is not, if there are substantial amount of evidence, if there are some criminal charges against Antony that will go on for a while. So we don't know. Nobody can tell for sure, say for sure how many amount of time, how many weeks Antony will miss as a Manchester United player. And see, this is not the first time. I can see that Pooja, Rohit, hey Mama, all of you guys have joined us. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Pooja is saying, keep it up. Thank you so much, Pooja Bhaiya. Bros, aate kyun nahi? Man, there is not news every day, brother. It is not transfer window anymore. So it is really hard to talk about, the same thing every day, because we all know, you know what? I know that the pace will pick up in the coming days, as we will have our English Premier League matches. We will have Champions League matches, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, and lots of stuff will go on. But as it stands right now, the international break, do seems to put us on a very, very slow pace when it comes to channels like us. And also, regarding all that what should I say, English Premier League or whatever footballing league you are supporting. So yeah, man, that was the main reason. Hey, Mama is saying, oh, I'm doing fine, brother. I hope you guys are doing well as well. Some sources at Old Trafford seem doubtful that there is a way back for Sancho under Ten Hag, even if an apology is forthcoming. See, man, the thing is that, as I was just saying, that it was the case with Mason Greenwood. Eric Ten Hag, pressure is building up for Eric Ten Hag each passing day. And those are non-footballing pressure. Those are non-footballing pressure, because the subject regarding Mason Greenwood, the subject regarding what it stands right now with Antony are non-footballing reasons. And he have to face some pressure, especially with Antony, because it was his signing. He have to take some sort of responsibility. And see, many of you guys have said, many of our fans say, I see on the social media, they say, I guess one of you have said in our own community as well, that we are cursed. But in my opinion, man, I do not see that we are cursed. I do not think that Manchester United is cursed. The main thing, we face this kind of situations is only for one reason, because the series of bad decisions we make, the series of bad decisions our club makes is the result, is the accumulative result of what we are facing right now. And truly, I will say it, sincerely, that further on in the future, whenever we are going to sign some players, we need to do our due diligence on those players. We need to put up a proper background check. We need to know what kind of players they are off the pitch as well, because it is clearly affecting us. It is absolutely affecting us. As I've said, the only difference between the Antony saga, I'm pretty sure it is going to be a saga as well, which was the case with Mason Greenwood as well. So yeah, regarding those two subjects and Sancho, is the only plus point, the only positive even I can think of regarding that Sancho situation is that it is at least a footballing drama. It is a footballing situation which our manager can handle. If Sancho, as you have just mentioned, Imam, that even if an apology is forthcoming, see, it's been 7 days, I guess, when Sancho posted his, whatever you can say, tweet or Instagram post. It's been 7 days at the very least, but it is still there. It is still there. So he is standing on the stance he have taken. And I respect that. I respect Sancho for that. But you know what? It is not very good for him. If Sancho really does think that he absolutely does not want to play for Eric Ten Hag, then it's fine. Then it's fine that you have put it up that post and it is still there. People are still seeing it and all that stuff. But if Sancho do think that there is a possibility, now that Antony is out of the picture for the time being he is out of the picture, I'm pretty sure Antony will not be available on that Brighton game, maybe on that Bayern game, and how many weeks he will miss, God knows. So yeah, there is still a potential chance that Sancho can end up starting the match. And if he wants to do that, he needs to apologize. He absolutely needs to apologize, because other than that, I do not see any way he is coming on and getting that starting 11 on that starting 11 lineup. Because see, it wasn't Eric Ten Hag's fault. As we have discussed it thoroughly, I will not get into that particular subject, but to sum it up, it wasn't Eric Ten Hag's fault. He simply said Sancho wasn't good enough on that week if he compares him to those 4 players he have selected. And that was it. That was it. There are still sources coming out of Manchester United saying that it was Eric Ten Hag's last idea to bring out of Jadon Sancho, but what it brought out has surprised Eric Ten Hag as well, because he wasn't actually thought that Sancho would put up a post against him, calling him a liar. Because in my opinion, the way I have read that post, it clearly kind of noted that Eric Ten Hag is the liar, that he is lying about Sancho and making him the scapegoat, as the post denoted. And I do not think that was the case at all. In Eric Ten Hag's perspective, it was not the case. We all knew. I guess a couple of months back, we have talked about the situation, that how inconsistent Jadon Sancho can be. And see, the thing is that we have already lost Mason Greenwood. We have already kind of, at least as it stands right now, our £85 million signing Antony will not be available in the forthcoming games. Our £75 million signing Jadon Sancho missed 3 months of footballing last year when we absolutely needed him. But yeah, he was nowhere to be found. And now the drama he has created, the only way back for him is to apologize to, Erik Ten Hag. I do not see any other way for him to get that starting 11 lineup, to get into that starting 11 lineup. So please do guys, let me know your opinion. And if you guys have anything to ask me, do that, absolutely do that. Rohit is Bongo saying, Rohit. Bongo is thank you all of you guys for joining the chat, man. Let him be banished. No player does that under a serious coach and comes back. Ever since he was bought by clueless Ed Woodward and being paid a huge sum every week, he's been lazy and no sign of living up to expectation. Now Erik Ten Hag, unlike Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, is a serious-minded personality. He should go back to Bundesliga. He's saying Bongo. I guess we're talking about Jadon Sancho. See, as I just said, brother, as I have just said, the only way in for him is to apologize to Erik Ten Hag. Because Erik Ten Hag have done nothing wrong, absolutely nothing. And this is the absolute, what should I say, the only opening he might get to get into that first 11. Because I'm pretty sure no matter what have happened, Erik Ten Hag would prefer Sancho over a youngster like Pelistri or even Amad Diallo. Because we will be facing some serious teams in the coming weeks. You know how Brighton can bash us. They have that ability, they have that lethality. So if we want to face that properly, I do think Erik Ten Hag would choose Jadon Sancho over Pelistri or even Amad Diallo. But to make that happen, he needs to face the reality. He needs to face what is going on right now, because this is his chance. This is the best chance he will ever get to prove his worth to Erik Ten Hag, that yeah, he matters. And what I have said, when it comes to a professional footballing athlete, the only place, the one and only place to prove yourself is that pitch. Nothing else matters. No matter how many shit posts you have done on Instagram or Twitter, it will not matter if you put up your level of performance on that pitch over that 90-minute period of time. That is the only thing the manager will remember. That is the only thing us fans will remember, and that is the one thing that actually matters. Saying things like, yeah, I want to fight for the badge, I respect my coaching staff, I respect my colleagues and stuff, but you simply do not. You are contradicting yourself on that very statement when you are saying that yeah, I was better, but still my manager put me down and scapegoat me. And what does that mean? It clearly means that you do think that you are better than those 4 players, and essentially you are embarrassing them, essentially you are disrespecting them. So stop those things, stop those nonsense, make your mind up. What do you want? If you do think that you want to play for Manchester United, you have nothing against Erik Ten Hag, delete that post, apologize to him, come back to Carrington, train hard, work hard, and make us proud to say that, yeah, we are happy with Jadon Sancho. Because as Ryan Giggs have said, that believe me, it was the case with me as well. When we signed, even before we signed Jadon Sancho, I used to, see his clips on YouTube, the way he plays on Dortmund, and I was really ecstatic when we were, linked with him. That a player like this is coming to joining Manchester United, such a young player, such a young lad, such a talented lad. But it didn't turn out well. But he still can change. He still can change the emotion, the way we feel about him. And he should do that over the pitch, not on Instagram, not on Twitter. So yeah, man. Unrag is saying, Pranam Gurudev. Pranam, Unrag. Well, we have just lost Antony, 70 million plus. So if this club wants to throw away another 70 million plus player, then whatever. Yeah, but as I've said, man, the way we should do our due diligence. It is absolutely much needed in this club. I'm pretty sure. See, the thing is that it is not new. It is not like that the only players of Manchester United are getting accused of those things. We have known. It was the case with Thomas Partey, I guess, the last year or the year before that, when he got a very serious accusation against him, but Arsenal didn't really react to that, and he is still playing as the Arsenal player. They haven't banned him, they haven't suspended him, they haven't, terminated his contract or something like that. But I do not expect the same behavior from Manchester United. If Antony is at wrong, they should not cover up for Antony. They should be the same way they have behaved with the Mason Greenwood saga. And as I said, what is this leave of absence nonsense? If our clubs do think, and see, our club needs to be consistent about these things. Our club needs to be consistent, because I'm pretty sure that Mason Greenwood, even before he got charged, he was suspended. And now it is the case with Antony, but he's not getting suspended. He is getting a leave of absence. Those are two different things. So yeah, I don't know, man, what the fuck our club is doing right now. Sorry, why does it happen all the time? 12 votes and 50% of you guys think it should be Pellistri and 42% of you guys think it should be Bruno. I would not go for Bruno, man. Bruno at that right wing flank, I mean, it is absolutely useless. It is the same as, Marcus Rashford playing on that number 9 situation. If Mason Mount is available, I haven't put up that option though, because I wasn't sure if he would be available on that Brighton match or not. But if he is available, I do think, Mason Mount is still a better option than Bruno Fernandes on that right flank, because putting Bruno on that right flank, it does two things. One, you are losing he is not very effective on that right flank, and you are potentially losing a player like Bruno by playing him on that right flank position, which is not good enough. He should be put on that position. He is quite well accustomed at, and will give us some fruitful results from. Sanjukta is saying dressing room is done for Sancho after he bursts the media with lie. It's time for Ahmad, Pellistri and Mount to shine. I see Antony is also out until further investigations concerning this shit against him. Absolutely, Sanjukta. As I said, I personally would prefer if Eric Ten Hag is not be going for, not be able to give Pellistri the start or Ahmad Diallo the start. I do think, and if Sancho is not the option anymore, I do think he should opt for Mason Mount if he is available. If Mason Mount is available, I do think he should opt for him rather than going for Bruno Fernandes on that right flank area. Shoptomi is saying, get rid and use the money wisely to buy a centre back and a new striker. With Pellistri and Ahmad coming back from injury, we are well covered on the right flank. Yeah, we are. The only good thing, not good thing, the only, what should I say? The only hope I am getting from this particular shitty situation with Sancho and Antony is that the position they play on, we are quite stacked on that position. We are well stacked on that position. It is not the case. It is not the same case with our striking situation or even that centre back position as well. We do have a lot of options when it comes to our left flank and right flank. We do have that. And God forbid, no other bullshit happens. So yeah, we will have those options. Eric Ten Hag will have those options, because as I've said, man, we are going to face some serious matches in the coming days. It is going to be hectic. It is going to be mind-blowing, mind-numbing. They would absolutely need to be on their sharpest of abilities, their best of abilities. And to make that happen, if we are going to put up a decent performance against clubs like Bayern Munich, we should be getting prepared right now. We should be doing that from right now, man. Absolutely. Shubhadev is saying, Ten Hag is becoming a threat himself. Imagine buying useless Antony and Mount, allowing Greenwood, De Gea, instead of maintaining Sabitzer. He used all the 65 million on Mount, allowing Iqbal Zidane go and leave the likes of Maguire. Martial stay now chasing Sancho after seeing the case of Antony, whom he wasted 100 million that he was supposed to use to bring Zaha. See, the thing is that, man, many of you players you have just mentioned, he wanted to get rid of those players. He didn't want McTominay. He didn't want Maguire. He didn't want Van de Beek or many of those players, even Martial, even Sancho himself. He didn't want any of those players. And when it comes to Antony, I guess this season would have been the season, it was his breakout season. It was going to be his breakout season. Yeah, if he was a flop, even in this season as well, because if you ask me, Antony is not a textbook flop in my mind. I actually like the player. I have always said the physical ability he shows when we are when we are out of possession, it is a quite useful trade to have in your right flank, because the way he follow backs, the way he put the the defensive pressure. We have seen that against Arsenal. The way he have backed Aaron Wan-Bissaka, that was astonishing. That was quite brilliant in my mind. Because as I said, yeah, it may disgust us, it may bother us, but there will be matches. There is going to be many matches where we will see, Manchester United taking a quite defensive approach, taking that, counter-attacking strategy at times. Because as you guys can remember, that the goal we had, against Arsenal, the Rashford goal, it was a counter-attacking goal. It wasn't an open play. It was an open play, but it wasn't a well-built-up goal. It wasn't like that. Yeah, after 30 passes, we have scored that goal. No, it was what 3-4 touches, and we scored a goal. So yeah, it was a counter-attacking goal. And if we are going to do that, because you can bash Erik ten Hag for playing that way. Because you know why? You know why he's playing that way? And I have said that before our season started. That why is he opting for Andre Onana? Why is he opting for players like Hojlund or someone like that? Because he is not getting the players he wanted to play that possessional football. Players like Declan Rice, players like Frankie de Jong, players like Harry Kane, players like Kim Min-jae. If he would have gotten all of those players, maybe we would have seen that David De Gea would have been still a Manchester United player, and he wouldn't have gone out and bought Andre Onana. Because at the very first, in the month of May or June, David De Gea was in his plan, but suddenly it changed. Why? Why? Because it was quite clear to him that he is not going to get a player like Harry Kane, player like Kim Min-jae, players like Declan Rice or Caicedo or even Frankie de Jong. Those are the players who would have helped him to play that positional game. Now that he does not have all those options, so yeah, he would have to play counter-attacking footballing on some matches, and to make that happen, he needs players who is quite good to pass the ball out from the back, which is the case with Andre Onana, which is the case with Lisandro Martinez, or even you can say Luke Shaw. And the way he signed the front players, Antony, players like Hojlund, who have some massive speed, which will give us the break we need on those counter-attacking situations. I do think that was the case, brother. Rian is saying, if he thinks he is bigger than the club, the door is open, let him leave, and time for Facundo and Ahmad to get played. I mean, absolutely, but as I have said, if he has taken his stance really sturdily and quite seriously that he is not going to bend, I am talking about Sancho, that he will not bend no matter what. He is not going to play under Erik ten Hag. If we have really thought that, if we have really, made his mind up already, then it's okay. Yeah, I respect him for at least taking his own stance. But if it is not the case, if that is not the case, he should remove that post. Second, he should apologize to Erik ten Hag. Third, he should apologize to his teammates as well for bringing such a mess inside the dressing room. And then only he will be able to start maybe in that Brighton match or on those Bayern Munich match as well. But to make that happen, he needs to, keep his pride aside for a second. His false pride, not a very good one though. Antony is saying, having negative attitude towards Sancho won't help. Okay, man, see, I am not negative about him, man. The thing is that, as I have just said, if he is really going to stand on the way he have put up the post that he have been, unfairly judged, he has been made a scapegoat, and if he really does think those, properly, it was the case with him, because we don't know what happens inside the club. We really don't know. If he really feels that way, if he really stand by his stance, I am fine with it. But if it is not the case, then he should do what I have just said he should do. Gurpreet is saying, अरे नया लोग तो रहे हो सब तो कर दो इतना कंजूसी क्या करते हो दे दो गुरप्रीत. This club has way too many problems. Yeah man, it's a problematic FC right now. It is a problematic FC right now, and as Gurpreet have said, I will kindly request to any of you guys who are new to this channel and enjoying our shows, please do subscribe, man. It would help us a lot and it would cost you nothing. It is absolutely free of cost. So please make sure to smash that subscribe button if you are enjoying our show. Antony is saying, Winwood gone, Antony almost gone, then Sancho again. Yeah, man, it is a dramatic FC. It is a problematic FC. It is anything other than Manchester United FC. As it stands right now, it is going that way only, man. I mean, seriously, as I said, you will not see these kind of situations happening in Manchester City or Liverpool or Chelsea. And even if it does, they handle it quite sharply, quite steadily, and they move the fuck on. But it is not the case with Manchester United. And as I said, Greenwood is essentially still a Manchester United player. It is not like that we have cut every connections with him. No, it is not like that. We are still hanging in the balance regarding that Mason Greenwood. We can still, there is still a slightest of possibility that he may return from Getafe and play as a Manchester United player. It may happen. It may happen in January, it may happen in the next season, or it may not. But we are still hanging in the balance. We do not know for sure that he is not ever going to play for Manchester United or something like that. We can't be 100% sure, and that is the problem with us. And that is the main reason, people like Richard Arnold should get sacked. Should get sacked. The level of incompetence he is showing each passing day. Take any instance, the Greenwood instance, the Sancho one, he should have pushed Sancho to put that shit down of social media. He had the right to do that. He is the CEO of the fucking Manchester United club. So yeah, he have a lot of power, but he is misusing that rather than using it. That is my problem, man. Godam is saying, seems unlikely with Antony suspended as much as I would love to see Pelistri. I think it won't happen. I would like to see Pelistri as well, brother. 22 votes and 68% of you guys would favor for Pelistri. That's a good thing to know that. Tanya is saying, time for Pelistri to shine, but given Erik ten Hag lacks trust in Pelistri, who is a game changer, he will probably play Maguire in that role. Man, I don't know how many of you guys have seen that match yesterday, that match against Ukraine versus England. I have screenshotted a perfect moment, and you know what? I will upload it in our community, the exact moment when England conceded that goal, and you will see where Harry Maguire was. And you know what? There was a statement before the match Southgate have given regarding Harry Maguire. Our Lord Maguire, Amago Harry Maguire. So the statement Southgate have given was, he's looked good. He's training with top players every day. Obviously, he got into the game the other day. He's talking about the Arsenal game right now. That obviously, he got into the game the other day at a critical point. So as a defender, that's not ideal to come into a game at that situation. I mean, what situation? What situation? It was a 1-1 draw. When Harry Maguire came into the pitch, it was a 1-1 draw situation. So it was, how good a situation you would ask when you are coming out of bench. That what, you are 5, 6, 7-0 up? That is the situation what Harry Maguire needs so that we can, able to win the match with Maguire in the team. Because we have seen, whenever he comes out, either we lose the match or we ends up draw the match. We always lose the match. Most of the time we lose the match. So yeah, I really don't know what Gareth Southgate is talking about, that to come into a game at that situation, it's not ideal. What situation, man? What more good, what better situation you may ask for? It's a game against one of the best clubs in Premier League. It is an away game and you are in a position in 1-1 draw. That is the best situation a defender could have asked for. But no, I really don't know why Southgate defends him so much. He also said, but of course, he is a very experienced player and he is looked very good in training. Harry knows where our support is. He knows he has to keep playing well for us, and I think over the next few weeks, given what is happening with their squad, with all the injuries, he may well have a lot more minutes for them as well. And that just disgusts me, man. That just disgusts me. How many times, before even the season kick started, how many times we have talked, in our own community, that we may see Harry Maguire ending up with some potential pitch time, because if Varane gets injured, if Licha gets injured, and now Lindelof is ill, if those players does not come back in time, we will see Johnny Evans, we will see Harry Maguire getting even the start. I really don't know if all those players are still, will still be injured when we will be facing Bayern Munich at Allianz Arena. What? We will be going out with Harry Maguire and Johnny Evans against Bayern Munich. I will not even think about that. I will not even think about that right now. M. Kitchen is saying Manchester United have more prisoners than trophies since 2017. Okay, man. Yeah, Harry Maguire was a prisoner itself. M. Kitchen is saying, South, please. Yeah, man. Yeah. Any of you guys are new to the channel, please make sure to smash that subscribe button. Opposite is saying Antony remains on full pay and there is no time scale for his return. Decision signed off by Richard Arnold after talks with Eric Ten Hag. Rob Dawson, ESPN menu. Yeah, absolutely. As I've said, he haven't been suspended. He is out on leave. He has taken a leave of absence. So yeah, I really don't. As I've said, the juggling of words they have put in those statements, it is quite, what should I say, shrewd from both of those parts, whether it's coming from Antony or Manchester United. Apologize. Shomo is saying, seems like history going to repeat itself. Whether guilty or innocent doesn't seem to matter anymore. Activists and influencer groups are above the law now. So whatever they say goes. Tired of the news, really. I'm only wondering who's next at Manchester United. Yeah, it is quite tiresome, brother. It is. See, in my clear opinion, I would be absolutely clear regarding this very subject is that if Antony have done that, if he have really done that, he should get punished. There should be not an ounce of doubt about that. If it has, if it gets proven in the court of law that he have done some things that he is being accused of, he absolutely should get punished. But what if he is not? What if he at the end of the day he has proven him innocent? Then what? He will come back to Manchester United. I don't think so. I hope so that will be the case, because a guy who haven't done anything wrong deserves the chance, not a second chance. Deserves the chance he already deserved at the first place, not the second chance. Absolutely, it would not be a second chance. And you know what? There are scenarios when you will see that the things do come true when those accusations come out, but there are some amber herds out there as well. I am not putting blame to anyone. I am not saying that Antony is innocent. I am not saying Antony is guilty. But as Shuma has mentioned, that where is that notion that innocent until proven guilty? And you know what? There is a flip side to both of those as well. You can say that it is unfair to Antony that even before he has proven guilty, he has been suspended or the leave of absence, whatever they may say. He will not, at the end of the day, he will not be playing for Manchester United for the forthcoming weeks. The bottom line is that, right? Whether it's a leave of absence or it's a suspension, he will not be playing for us in the coming weeks when we absolutely needed him. I know that many of you guys do not like him, but we needed him. Those are two different things, liking someone or needing someone. So yeah, we do needed him, absolutely. But if Manchester United ended up giving him the peach time, even with the running cases, the current cases that's been going on against him, and he ends up being a guilty person, then it is not a good look for Manchester United. So yeah, there is a two side of those flip coins. And I guess Manchester United have taken the safest way they could have done. JD is saying, to be honest, this is heartbreaking. Though the only positive I see out of this is that Pelistri may finally get his chance to prove himself. Absolutely, brother, absolutely. Shunanda is saying all our big money signing since last year, if not women, then a back injury, who the my club? Yeah. We are in a big puddle of mud right now, Shunanda. We are in a quite risky situation as it stands, as I have said. Take any other big club, they are not facing situations like this rampantly. We have not even recovered from that Mason Greenwood saga. And here we are talking about Antony with that same fucking shit. Seriously, man, I don't know what is going wrong. What is going wrong other than our owner, other than our officials, our board members and such? Ricky is saying if anyone who deserves to leave along with the Glazers first, then it should be that man, Richard Arnold. Absolutely, man. Amen to that, brother. सब कर दो सभी लोग आ जाओ. रोहित भैया तुम्हारा dialogue लिया सभी लोग आ जाओ. Okay, so Indrajit, you know what? I myself have noted that as well, that Rohit says some dramatic things. We all know that. So yeah, it is one of that statement for Rohit. सभी लोग आ जाओ. I read that statement like that, Anyway, Indrajit is saying poor man management never happened during for his time. Amateur Eredivisie manager who can't manage players on and off the field. Come on, man. Come on. Let's not bash Eric Ten Hag. I mean, man, seriously, no, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Give the man some time. He have deserved that. Eric Ten Hag is saying, in the UK, if a woman accuses you of anything, you are automatically guilty. No trial, no court case. The public jury destroys you even before the authorities. Women own this country and all the men are, women this country and all the men. Okay, man. Any woman that dislikes you can take away all your livelihood without providing your guilt. It's just her words versus yours and you are done. Saying Eric Ten Hag, that should not be the case no matter which country you are from. That definitely should not be the case. Joshua is saying, I can't believe what's happening. They just want to destroy the careers of our best players. Is this the new generation and blackmailing? I don't know, man. It could be. As I said, there are so many Amber Heards out there. There are. And I'm not bashing anyone. I'm not bashing any gender. I am not generalizing any gender because that is not fair. Absolutely. As I have said, as I have asked many of you guys that do not reach conclusion, and I will not do that as well. But there are two sides of this coin. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Indran is saying Richard Arnold is a big fool. He is not only a fool. He is incompetent. He is absolutely incompetent at what he does. He does not know how the footballing world works. The only thing the Richard Arnolds, people like Arnold, people like John Murdoch are there to fulfill the wishes of the Glazers. They do not care about Manchester United. Let's not kid with that. They absolutely do not care about Manchester United. They care about their own future, their own well-being, and how much money the Glazers are making, and that's it. That's it. Rohit is saying, "Bhaiya sticker mere taraf se." Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. सभी लोग आ जाओ, yeah, man. Grow करो channel को. Yeah, but thank you all of you guys. Thank you all of you guys for your never-ending support, man. It always amazes me. It always does. Siddharth is saying, Rohit Bhaiya love, you are really a good person. Yeah, he is. All of you guys are. But yeah, Rohit is something special. I would say that. Not doing any favorism. But yeah, he's a good lad. Richard Arnold, no, get good record for United. Yeah, man. Taramuni is saying Ten Hag seems to continue where Ralph Rangnick left. But so sorry for Antony. Let's hope the truth is found and the girl is arrested for wrongly accusing someone. Yeah, if she have done that, there should be some consequences for this woman as well. If it ends up that Antony is innocent, is actually innocent on all these accusations, the women who have done those things should get punished. There should be some consequences so that if anyone thinks of putting some false accusation against any of the players, they would think it twice. There should be consequences for false accusation as well. American Tourist is saying Casemiro, Amrabat, Mainu, Fernandes and Mount available from Brighton might just be the best international break. Yeah, man, I hope so. Jonathan is saying Eric Ten Hag might be scratching his head about team selections, but I need Amrabat, Bruno, Casemiro and Mount in the same squad. Ben Sancho for the rest of his life. Yeah, man, absolutely. See, the thing is that I would not say Ben Sancho for the rest of his life, but yeah, I really would prefer if he is not going to go out for Sancho, and we all know that Pelistri and Amad Diallo both are young lads, giving them the full pressure. It is not fair to them as well. So keeping all of those things in mind, we have seen Mason Mount playing, previously on Chelsea on that right flank position, and he have done a decent job over there. So yeah, he can do that. Because see, putting Mason Mount on that midfield area, it just imbalances us. So if he can play on that right flank, it will also give Eric Ten Hag the chance to bring all of those four players, Casemiro, Bruno, Amrabat and Mason Mount at the same time and not putting any of their position on jeopardy. Rohit is saying, I don't know, man. I don't know. The way as I've said, man, it is. As many of you guys have claimed that yeah, we are cursed, but in my opinion, we are not, man. It is the end result of series of bad decisions. The way we handle every one of our situation, we do not do the due diligence before we sign a player. We only see how he reacts on the pitch. We should be getting a clear picture of what their psychology is, how they think, how they do things, how much professional they are. I mean, seriously, they should because those are some serious investments. You cannot just spend 100 million. We are talking about millions in a world where children get, where children go to sleep hungry. So yeah, those $1 million matters. It matters. No matter how much money you are making at the end of the day, spending 100 million should matter. And if you are going to spend such amount of money on one singular player, you should do your background job. You should do your background checking, the due diligence you need to do. I mean, seriously, this is absolutely, messed up. It is messed up. Sheikh Jassim, please come on. Yeah, man. Yeah. I do think he will be able to change the club for good. So anyway, guys, this was all, we would have been talking about. Those are all the newses. I do hope to see you guys tomorrow. If there are any news breaking out, I will definitely come live. And you know what? Kudos to you guys for joining the chat today. Absolutely kudos to you guys. Smash that like button if you have enjoyed the show. And if you are new to the channel, man, and if you are enjoying our shows, please do subscribe and help us grow even larger, even stronger. So yeah, man. Anyway, kudos to you guys. Goodbye, good night. I will see you tomorrow. And Pooja is showing us some love as well. Thank you, Pooja. Thank you, all of you guys. Goodbye, good night. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow.